Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. It is a rainy day here in Gillette. Here at the train station we have 50,715 pounds of footings going on here on this Reitnouer trailer. This is by Half-Fast Gaming. And this is version 2 of the trailer. It was recently updated within probably the last couple weeks. And I haven't had a chance to feature the update yet on the channel, so that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to take a short drive, and at the end, you may notice in the bottom right-hand corner, I've got more than just 2 gauges this time. I've actually got a total of 8 going on here. They all work. They're all lit up. At the end of the drive, I'm going to show you what I'm working with here as far as the gauges. I'm not going to go through any wiring in this video. I'm just going to show you basically what I have and give you a quick preview of how I put it all together. It's not extensive. It'll only be a few minutes, but I will probably ask for your opinion at the end to see if you want me to go into more depth on that. But first, let's go ahead and drive. We are, again, in Gillette, and we are headed to Jordan, and we're going to deliver these footings to Hell Creek Heavy Haul, part of ATS Expansion. So let's go ahead and get going.
The time has arrived, President Wazer. The world awaits your commands.
Got the parking lights on. I have a working fuel gauge. It shows that I'm just over half, and that is correct in the truck. That is so cool. If I ever do a video where I show you guys how to put together these gauges and configure them, I'm going to have to tell you a story about that fuel gauge. It took me a few tries to figure out, but I got the hang of it now. Alright. The lights. Let's go ahead and get our 4-ways on. We don't have any beacons on this one, on the truck or the trailer. We're just going to roll just like this. Pretty good detail on those footings. I like them. Alright, let's get going. 600 horsepower Cummins KTA from Steele Productions going on today. And why not throw in a Spicer 6.4? That's right. Well, there's a question. Why not get the parking brake off? Alright, here we go. Let's roll. You see that truck and trailer combo going on there. This is Outlaw's W900. I have it configured based on the hood and the lights. It's configured like a W900A. I really like the W900As. It's probably my favorite setup for a W900. But that Reitnouer trailer is looking super good with those footings. Take it a little slow. Not like we're going to damage the footings, but we don't need to be hurting the axles and everything like that. Let's see if we can clear it now, because we got to turn right. Good amount of fall off on that. I like it. Let me get this display up here so you can see what gear I'm in. I'm in 2 over right now. Get the 4-ways off.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Oop. Yeah, 50,000 pounds. We can probably get going in 1 under. Oop. Didn't quite wait long enough. You gotta wait a long time if you're gonna pass by all those gears in the auxiliary. We'll wait our turn here. Unless, yep, these guys are going. A lot of good detail on this Reitnouer Flatbed going on. Like all the detail on the straps and everything. And it's got that classic flatbed look where it's got that arch in it. Really like that. A few options too on the back end. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's get going. Thought I was in first. Can't even remember how I set up my own transmission. Yeah, I haven't been in the haven't been driving with the Spicer 6.4 in a little while, but this is I guess part of my next gen ways to code it. So I will be doing a tutorial on how to put everything together pretty soon. Probably actually feature the 6.4, and that way you guys pretty much know any way that you can configure these for yourself. Makes it super easy, especially if you've tried to configure stuff using the controls file and realized that ATS only limits you to 16 mixed gear slots. But you don't have to worry about that with the new way. That's why I want to get a tutorial out, show you guys how you can put everything together. There we go. This thing carries momentum. I was off the gas for a long time. Barely dropped like 2 or 3 miles an hour. Love the interior on this Outlaw. It had been brought up on my last video. I can't remember if I did the W900 the last time or if it was Outlaw's 359. I can't remember. But on one of them, someone had commented that they couldn't find the link anymore, or the link didn't link to anything. And Outlaw's page, it used to be outlaw.gq, I think it was. That's been down, but luckily someone in the community has a copy of it. And they posted it up, so I'll drop that link so that you guys can get it too. It was already a free mod, and I believe that the person that posted it got Outlaw's permission anyway, so it's not like it's been modified or anything like that. We just linked to it so we could still get it. Wish those windshield wipers extended a little bit further to the left. It's pretty much covering the only spot I need to really focus on right now. Oh well. Don't know if that's true to the model or not. Ooh, right lane is ending. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. So we got blue skies up ahead. Are we gonna lose this rain or what? That would be really cool. I don't want to drive it in the rain the whole time. Whoa. Wow. You could have slowed down. I don't know if you could have slowed down anymore. Come on now, find it. I've been having some issues finding the gear. I don't think it has to do with the transmission or anything. I think it might have to do with my shifters. Do shifters go bad? Because if you notice every now and then when it's hard to get it into gear, as I'm trying to get it in, it's switching between neutral and the gear. It actually flickers a little bit. And whenever it flickers, I know it's not going to find the gear. it just flickered again a second ago. Get through these gears. This truck, because of this Cummins KTA 600, it feels heavy. No, that's right, I forgot. Going between under and direct in fourth, there's very, very little difference. So most of the time I ended up skipping that and going to over. I've got fifth in bottom right here. We are just kind of moseying along. With the exception of that short stop by that car. Doing pretty good with traffic. No issues. So far, not a whole lot of big hills. She's got a lot of power, a lot of torque, but a little slow. Got a 4, I think it's a 4.1 differential on her. I think. It's either that or a 3.7. Yeah, there's very little difference between direct and over in fifth as well. Probably should just go straight up to sixth. Slow down a little bit for the curve. Is it still raining? I guess a little bit, huh? Probably turn those down. Turn it down a notch. And now we are officially going to hit sixth. And we still got plenty. We're not even going to hit direct or over because we don't want to be going over the speed limit. Take a look at the trailer and the load again. Great job by Half Fast Gaming with this version 2. And you can get the version 2 if you are a Patreon subscriber to Half Fast Gaming.
Continue straight.
Let's see where we are. Yeah, we're going to have to slow down quite a bit here. I think we actually kind of got away with that. We should have been down at 55, probably at the beginning of the curve. Ended okay, but we got to slow down anyway. Looks like we got a left-hand turn coming up. Hear that, Jake? Jake works well. Looking good on the right. Looking good on the left. See if we can go straight to 3. Ooh, it's a little rough. Maybe should have gone 3 low. Yeah, skip that and go to over. Getting in the swing of things. Every like I mentioned before, every engine and transmission's a little bit different, and I try to spec it as much as I can based on a real 6.4 or based on a real 4.4 or 5.4 whenever I use it, and then I end up pairing it with a different engine and it behaves completely different. So sometimes I feel like I'm learning it for the first time all over again, if that makes sense. Pull in here, get weighed, we'll get back out on the road. Took that a little bit wide. Didn't realize that camera angle was going to go through my truck. Oh well. Probably go down a notch on the wipers now too. There we go. Oh, that is not first. Keep doing that. I put first up top. All right, how do we get out of here? Back on the road. No one coming? I think this is how you do it. Will do. Got Morgan with us as always. Always use Morgan. Maybe we should switch it up. You guys have any good GPS voices? Any recommendations? Go ahead and leave them down in the comments. Maybe I'll try something different. Yeah, it's a long fall off. Taking it down to like 1,200, 1,300 RPMs when you come back in. It's pretty crazy. Got another 3 hours in the drive. I'm going to get a little bit of exterior work in, and then I will see you guys closer to the drop-off.
Continue straight.
All right, here we are. We got to Jordan at Hell Creek Heavy Haul. Get the windows down. Haven't been to the heavy haul in quite a while. Where do they have us unloading? It's like straight ahead. See if this one will be an easy one or not. We got the clearance. Oh. Do I have to pull in? Looks like I gotta make a U-turn. Looking at that little chalk outline over there. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little spot here in the ATS Expansion. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get her turned around. Probably just leave her in first. Maybe going to be building a little bit more onto this expansion with these footings. Can't imagine there'd be any other reason why I'm delivering them here. think I may have overcooked that a little bit. Compensate coming back. Yeah, I got her straightened out pretty good. Nice little drive from Gillette to Jordan. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or you have any comments, you can leave them down below. I am going to talk just a few minutes about the gauges, and I'll probably change the camera setup so you guys can see it a little bit. For those of you that don't want to sit through that or have no interest, I don't blame you. It's not a problem. I'll see those that aren't going to be joining me with the gauges on the next one, but let's go ahead and get into it now. Alright, so forgive the tangled mess. It's all going to be back here behind a plate anyway, and you're not going to see all this stuff, so I'm probably not going to do a whole lot to clean it up, but especially after the time that it took me. And I will still have to take out all the wires once more so I can feed them through that face when I get it on and when I get the holes cut in it. But basically I've got 8 gauges going on. It's kind of hard to see all of them, but I got one here in the back. This is oil temp. This one in the front is oil pressure. And I've got water temp. Then over here I just got this one in the mail like hours ago. Fuel pressure. I have my fuel lever, or my fuel level. And this one took a while to figure out how to work it. Interesting story behind that. Air pressure doesn't work. This is the only one that doesn't work. It's not because I haven't hooked it up properly, but it's because air pressure, kind of like this speedometer, didn't come with a signal wire. And most don't. I haven't been able to find an air pressure gauge that comes with one, so I'm going to have to do exactly like I did here. These gauges are the same brand. Notice how this one has that lid on it. I had to take that lid off, and I cracked the glass on this in the process because I had to take this all apart, dig all the way down into there, and I had to take out their stepper motor, replace it with my own stepper motor, which plugs into this X27 board from Sim Projects. So I'm going to have to do the same thing with this air pressure gauge. I'm going to have to figure out how to get that top off of it. And it's just a thin piece of aluminum or metal, but it's very sharp and it's easy to cut yourself, and it's very hard to do it without damaging everything, unfortunately. But if I want to get a functioning air pressure gauge, then that is what is going to have to happen. So once I get that, all 8 will be operable. And let me know. So I've got these all set, all this tangled mess and everything. I've got everything hooked up using these things, these Wago connectors. If you guys have ever seen these, basically there's 5 different wires going into here. You just lift the lid on any one of these and the wire slides in, so long as you've got it stripped to the right length. And it's a good way to connect a couple pieces of wire, no soldering. Very good for testing. And because this is my first time wiring all the gauges, and I wanted to make sure that I had something that was rock solid as a connector, because I've also never soldered. And so I don't really want to be doing wiring for the first time and soldering for the first time and trying to figure out which one of it I screwed up. Luckily with these things connect pretty quick. The longest that it takes really is just to straighten out what wires what, because it gets pretty confusing, because you've got a positive, a negative, a power line for the backlight, and the signal wire for all 8 of these. And then how I wired them is a little bit different than I've seen other people do it. But maybe in the future I could get into that and show you exactly how all the wiring went down and give you an example. But yeah, let me know down below if that is something that you are interested in. But it's coming along. Now that I've got all this working, I can go ahead and proceed with getting the faceplate and getting all the circles cut out of it. So that will be the next step. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along with the drive today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me the thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.